Hey, how's it going, guys? Flarp here, back with another video bringing you the top 5 best gaming processors for your money in June of 2017. This list is price or performance oriented, but I'm going to be listing them all from lowest price to highest price. Meaning that number 5 and number 1 are not necessarily the best or worst chips, they're just the least expensive, the most expensive, and like I said before, all of these chips are going to be amazing in terms of price to performance ratios. Before I get into anything, all of the parts are going to be listed and linked down below in the description, so be sure to check those out. Coming in at number 5, getting this list started, is going to be the Intel Pentium G4560 dual-core processor. This processor comes in at 3.5 GHz, however it does have hyper-threading, effectively making it a quad-core CPU. This means that each core is able to run 2 threads, and the software that runs the processor is going to see it as 2 cores. Though it only has 2 physical cores, it actually has 4 theoretical cores. When the CPU is paired with a motherboard such as the MSI B250, you can run RAM at 2400 MHz. This is because of the new Kaby Lake architecture. Before, the Intel Core i3-6100 Skylake processor was only able to run RAM at 2133 MHz. However, like I said before, with Kaby Lake we can run RAM up to speeds of 2400 MHz. This, in effect, eliminates the i3-6100's frequency advantage by compensating with more memory bandwidth. This applies in many games including The Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Far Cry Primal, where we see better performance from the Pentium G4560 with 2400 MHz RAM. This also applies in many more titles. That's why for just $60, the Intel Pentium G4560 is an excellent choice. Coming in at number 4, for $111, we're going to have the Intel i3-7100. This is the brand new i3 Kaby Lake CPU from Intel. It is a dual-core CPU with 3.9 GHz without turbo. However, once again, it does have hyper-threading enabled and a 51-watt TDP. It does support dual-channel DDR4 2400 MHz. This is a very well-rounded chip and can be paired with the RX 480 and 1070 with little to no bottlenecking. Lastly, an added bonus of this chip, like I said before, is a Kaby Lake's processor, and Netflix does require a Kaby Lake chip to stream in 4K, meaning you can stream 4K from Netflix with this processor. Coming in at number 3 is going to be the Ryzen 5 1400. This processor is $160 and is one of the best processors at this price point on the market today. It ensures a smoother experience for gamers and will become even more apparent when games become more dependent on processors. The Ryzen 5 1400 does have 4 cores, however it has 8 threads, effectively making it an 8-core CPU. This processor is going to be unlocked right out of the box and includes an AMD Wraith Stealth 65-watt cooler. This means that you're going to get an overclockable chip right out of the box with a 3.4 GHz turbo boost. In terms of gaming, this chip performs very well and keeps up with good mid-range graphics cards that make a lot of sense to pair with this processor. Coming in at number 2 on my list, and my personal favorite processor, the Ryzen 5 1600 is my number 2 choice on this list of price to performance. For $220, you can't get a better processor. It's a 6-core 3.2 GHz processor with 3.6 GHz turbo boost technology. It also has 12 threads, effectively making it a 12-core processor. For $220, you can't beat it. Zen brings support for simultaneous multi-threading for the first time, which means each core deals with 2 threads at once. It provides same to better performance in gaming than the i5 7600K and better multitasking performance as well. Coming in at number 1, the Intel Core i7 7700K Kaby Lake quad-core 4.2 GHz processor from Intel is going to take the number 1 spot. For $330, you're not going to get a better processor. It's definitely the best gaming CPU on the market today. It is a bit pricey, but if you want to have an amazing rig, this is the processor to buy. However, if I could recommend one processor out of all 5 of these, I would recommend the Ryzen 5 1600. It is a $220 chip, which I think is the maximum you should spend on a gaming processor. Most high-end CPUs are not fully utilized in gaming machines. The Ryzen 5 1600 is going to be the best bang for your buck, gaming and otherwise. Not only is it a great gaming CPU, it can be paired with many graphics cards without bottlenecking, and it will perform very well on other tasks like video editing, rendering, photo editing, streaming, etc. One last time, all of these processors can be found down below in the description, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys left a like on the video or dislike depending on what you thought. A comment would be greatly appreciated regarding this video or future video ideas, and if you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, I'll see you guys next time, peace.